Quick question. If you're using Git and sometimes things just don't make sense, like, where did my code go? Why isn't this working? You're probably missing one stupid, simple thing. Most people think Git works in two places, your laptop repo and the remote repo. Actually, it's 4 places. And once you see this, everything clicks. Promise. Watch. Okay, here are Git's 4 zones. Zone 1. Working directory. Literally your files. What you see in VS Code. The code you're typing right now. Super simple. Zone 2. Staging area. Okay, this one's weird. Think of it like packing a suitcase. You're deciding what goes in, but you haven't left yet. Zone 3. Local repository. That .git folder on your computer you've been ignoring? That's this. Git's secret storage. Zone 4. Remote repository. The cloud version. GitHub, Azure repos, wherever your team keeps stuff. Your code's journey. Working directory, to staging, to local, to remote. 4 stops. Always. And here's the thing. Most Git confusion happens when these zones get out of sync. Keep that in mind. Let's see it in action with real commands. All right, let's say you're building something. You've got 3 files open. File 1, File 2, and File3.cs files. You make changes. Add some functions. Fix some bugs. Whatever. Right now, those changes only exist in Zone 1, your working directory. Staging area? Empty. Local repository? Empty. Git can see the changes if you run git status, but it's not doing anything with them yet. Just watching. If your laptop dies right now, these changes are gone. Poof. Git hasn't saved anything. Not great, right? Let's fix that. So you run git add file1.cs. Here's what happens, and this is kind of cool. Git takes a snapshot of that file and puts it in the staging area. At the same time, Git creates a compressed blob in your local repository. The staging area references that blob. See the connection? The original? Still in your working directory. You can keep editing it. The snapshot is frozen at this moment. Why is this useful? Because you can be picky. You're curating what goes into your next save point. Nice, right? Want to see what's staged and what's not? Give the command git status. Red files mean they're still in the working directory. Green files mean they're staged and ready. Cool, but we're not done yet. Now we actually save with the git commit command. Git creates a little package with a unique ID, your name, when you did this, your message, and the complete snapshot. This package lives in your local repository now. That .git folder, this is where it goes. Check it out. Now your staging area is empty again. Cleared. Your working directory matches your local repo for the committed files. Everything's in agreement. Feels good. But, plot twist. This is still only on your laptop. Your teammate? No idea this exists. If someone steals your laptop tomorrow, this commit vanishes. We gotta send it up. Now it's time to upload. Run git push origin main. Quick breakdown. Git push equals send my stuff. Origin is just a nickname for the full remote URL. Way easier to type. And main is which branch we're pushing to. Look at that. The commit flies from your local repository to the cloud. Azure Repos now has your commit. Now your commit exists in 2 places, your local repository and the remote repository. Your teammate can log into Azure DevOps, browse your code, read your commit message, and see what you changed. But they still can't run it. It's in the cloud, not on their machine. One more step. Your teammate sits down, opens their terminal, and issues the command, git pull origin main. Plot twist, git pull secretly does 2 things. Thing 1. Fetch. It downloads your commit from the cloud into their local repository. See it appear? But fetch stops there. Your local files won't be changed. The staging area gets skipped. It's not needed when pulling. Thing 2. Merge. It takes that downloaded stuff and merges it into their working directory. Now their files update. Look, File 1 and File 2 in the working directory. The full circle looks like this. You go, working directory, to staging, to local, to remote. Teammate goes remote to local, skips staging to working directory. Same journey, opposite direction. And boom, you're in sync. Quick bonus that'll save you some headaches. Git fetch and git pull are not the same thing. When you say git fetch origin, it downloads everything from the remote but doesn't touch your files. Like downloading a software update but choosing not to install it yet. Why would you do this? To peek at what's coming. You get to look before you leap. Whereas, if you say git pull origin main, it does both steps at once. Faster, more convenient, less control. For everyday stuff, git pull is totally fine. But if you're working on something important and want to see what changed before it hits your code, git fetch first. Trust me on this one. And that's it. The 4 zones we are talking about: working directory, staging area, local repository, and remote repository. Remember, problems happen when these get out of sync. Once you understand this, Git stops feeling like magic. It's just logical. Drop a comment if you want me to cover branches, merge conflicts, or rebasing next. I'll make it happen. Catch you in the next one.